Hello, cat. How are you today? Did I leave? Yep, I left my door open. Hey there, everyone. It's your girl Miranda Renae with you here, and I just came back from Warped Tour. And so for today's video, I'm going to share what my experience was, like what bands I went to see, what I did, and just all around like the fun I had from Warped Tour, because that was a fun place for me to be. And also some of the stuff I got as like a sort of Warped Tour haul thing. So you're pretty much getting a 2-for-1 deal right here. So let's put this mashup together. Bands I planned on seeing first of all were State Champs, Sum 41, and With Confidence. Those were the three main bands I wanted to see. I got to see all of them. And that was experience and a half, and I'm so glad I did get to see them. But also I went and saw We the Kings, Tonight Alive, some other bands called Marina City, Broadside, and Assuming We Survive. Now I've never heard of Assuming We Survive before I went. I was kind of just walking around and I'm like, hey, you know what, and they had a small crowd, which was kind of sad because they did such an amazing job playing, and the crowd they did have was jumping around and everything and just enjoying themselves. And that's what I really like seeing, so I just stood off to the side and I'm like, I don't know this band, so why not just be a sideliner and watch what they're doing. But all around, those guys, Assuming We Survive, were pretty good. Marina City was a band I hadn't heard of before I went either. Kind of the same scenario. They were the first band playing for that whole entire date. None of my bands started playing around until I want to say about 1 or 2-ish. And so I went and saw them. They were actually pretty good. And they also had a really small crowd.
Someone take my advice and run as fast as you can. Some the monster that they claim I am.
Definitely want to catch them again, see if they expand or if they get more attention from what they originally had at this one, since this was their first Warped Tour. And so I'm kind of curious to see how they progress in this scene. Broadside was an amazing band and everything. They had a pretty good sized crowd too. I didn't know much of their songs. I only knew Coffee Talk, and so I was kind of over there just like jumping around. I really did enjoy their set. They definitely caught more of my attention because I really just kind of wrote them off as a band. If I had time to see, I would see them, and I definitely had time, and so I'm definitely glad I did go to see them and everything. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be checking out Broadside a lot more often. With Confidence is not a big band by any means. They were also on the Full Sail stage. This was their first Warped Tour, but they still had a bigger crowd out of out of all the smaller bands and everything. They had this energy that kind of, you could tell it would have expanded well beyond just a Warped Tour. To the bigger bands. I did go see We the Kings, State Champs, Sum 41, Tonight Alive. I wanted to see the main, and I'm actually kind of impressed with myself at this Warped date because I got to see all these bands, and the only one I did not see was the main. And the main was one of the bands I really did want to see, but I had signed up for the Entertainment Institute workshop to sit down and talk to Jenna and Whack from Tonight Live, and that unfortunately coincided with the main's set time, and so I did not get to see the main. We the Kings crowd was just amazing. Travis did an amazing job of controlling this crowd, and I'm going to be focusing mainly on all the energy that they had here. It's just, oh my gosh, so much fun. I actually have a video of what we were doing and everything. The way that he didn't even tell us to or anything, the crowd was just so involved. I just had an amazing all-around time, and I really do want to see We the Kings again. Next is State Champs. I knew I was gonna have fun with State Champs. I did not realize I was going to have that much fun. I found it fun because State Champs came on right before Sum 41. State Champs was on the Journey's Right Foot stage, and I knew Sum 41, after being away for 4 years, was going to have a huge crowd, but I did not realize it was going to be that big of one. People started flooding Journey's Left Foot stage. Sum 41 wasn't even on there or anywhere near there. Sum 41 had the biggest crowd, and just, oh, it was an amazing time. I was in the middle, but so many people kept coming and coming and coming from their sets that I finished that I eventually got pushed all the way to the back of the crowd, and the footage I got was so crappy because I was so far away. Whenever they played Fat Lip, my world just came together. I know that sounds completely strange and totally just out of it, but that just made my day. After that, the whole entire venue kind of just, like, I want to say half to 3/4 of the venue was empty by the time that Sum 41 ended their set, and there was people still in front of the stage calling for an encore to play more, and just, you can tell Sum 41 blew the whole entire thing out of the water. They pretty much stole the show, as the saying goes. And being at this Warped Tour just made me realize that I want to go to more of these, and I want to go to more concerts as well. Because I thrive off of that energy that everyone has. Now that I'm done talking about my experience, let's get on to what I got. And 3, 2, 1, can't leave me alone. So starting off with what I got, first I got this Journeys bag while I was waiting to take selfies with Tonight Alive and With Confidence. Those two were both at different times, but I got this Journeys bag from either one of those selfie stage from the Journeys tent. Oh my gosh, meeting those guys was so fucking amazing. The next thing I got while I was waiting in line at the Journeys tent, I got a lot of this stuff from the Journeys tent, I just realized that, was a bandana that they had soaked in ice cold water. And everything, and so whenever they handed it to me, my face was so hot that I just put it on my face, and I like face front in the ground, and I'm just like, ugh, this feels amazing. The next one is something I got from Sleeping with Sirens merch tent. Whenever I got back, I couldn't figure out the place to put this in my room, so I decided, you know what, my stuffed elephant that I got multiple years ago is going to be repping some Sleeping with Sirens merch, and my stuffed elephant has made good life choices. The next one is actually just a normal bandana, but there's a story that comes from it. I was waiting in line. I got there considerably early too. I was waiting in line, and the guy from for Vans came by and was selling this stuff. So I should now show you my limited edition 50th anniversary Vans Warped Tour bandana. See, it's just a normal bandana. Towards the end, while I was winding down on everything, I stopped off at the State Champs merch tent as well, and I grabbed me a pretty cool skeleton State Champs shirt. So that was pretty rad. Do people even still say rad anymore, or is that just like a not cool term that not cool people use? Because I know I'm not cool. Now bringing up to the main, I know I did not get to see them. They had a signing and that I completely forgot about, and I was at a set for a band, but and I wanted to get these signed right here. I got the Main American Candy album. This is honestly my favorite album by them of all time. And whenever I opened it, the inside of it is beautiful. It says control what you can, confront what you can't, and the cover for the album is, or for the CD, is just beautiful. I'm in love, and I'm so glad that I spent the $5 for both of these. And then this one, there's another funny story behind this one. I originally thought it was just like an EP that I never heard of them that released. No, it's just a CD of them doing covers of like Justin Bieber and everything, and all these different artists. Aside from the CDs, I also got a huge ass flag. This is Fry Your Brain. Fry Your Brain with the Main. My brain is already fried, as you can tell. But that was also amazing. It is too big to even fit in frame here. That it's already kind of posted up on my wall, but here's a picture of it. That I wasn't expecting it to be that big. It's a legit flag. I thought it was just gonna be like this tiny little flag poster thing like I have for Kurt Cobain, but nope, it's a legit flag. And also to go with Sleeping with Sirens, I also got a couple stickers. This black and white one and a white and black one, which I gave to my friend. But next I got this pick from Pat Diaz from Broadside. I picked it up whenever he threw it. And this is a legit base pick. Also, whenever I was waiting for tonight, Jenna and Watt for our workshop, I found this Ernie Ball Warped Tour 16 guitar pick laying on the ground, and I thought, you know what, why not pick that up? And I did. But all around, my experience and everything with Warped Tour was just amazing, and I want to go again and again and again, because I've honestly could not put it better than Jenna did. I felt like I belonged and was celebrated there and everything. And just talking to some of the band members I actually look up to that have convinced me or that have inspired me to pick up my guitar again and start playing and everything, that was just like a dream come true, and I really want to experience that dream over and over again. But hey everyone, that's it for this video. If you like this video, that was the first one in about 2 months, then please give it a big thumbs up to let me know if you want to see more about these. But click that subscribe button right here if you want to be notified whenever I make more videos of random awesomeness and music and just rambliness, because that'll happen quite often. But as usual guys, have an amazing day, have an awesome life, and I will see you guys later.